Hello friends, Namaste, good morning or good evening everyone. This is Lavanya Vishwanath from Australia. I'll be the host for this session with divine blessings of Dr. Brahma Shri Subhash Patriji and Swarnamal Patriji. Let us start our today's session. I would like you to welcome back to the Divine Breath YouTube channel, Australia, Initiative of Pyramid Spiritual Society Movement. So our senior pyramid master, Prasanna Medisetti from Houston, started narrating this book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. So far we have finished 19 sessions. Let me just quickly give you a recap of our last session. So we were talking about, Prasanna were talking about egos which rule our relationships. And because of that, we see the relationship dysfunctions. So we should always stay in the present moment without getting captured into this ego. So always see any relationship as a spiritual practice and what is the opportunity that we are going to learn and grow ourselves. So with this, I would like to welcome Prasanna Garu, over to you.
Thank you, Lavanya. For a quick recap, we'll continue the relationships chapter, right? Same chapter. We'll continue today. Maybe we'll end today. So here the next question that Eckhart Tolle has given is, I suppose that it takes two to make a relationship, because in any relationship there is a two persons into the, even in a spiritual practice. For example, if my partner is still in unconscious, in a normal way, like old patterns like jealousy, anger, controlling kind of thing, right? How do I point, or how do I able to go with the spiritual partnership? Because here you are saying that relationships we can grow as a spiritual partnership, but my partner is still in the old pattern. But I understood, because of all these books or whatever it is, I understood that we need to move away from these things and go right. So then how do I understand this? That is a question that Eckhart Tolle means that yeah, that others are asking to the Eckhart Tolle, right? So here he is saying, yeah, spiritual science, spiritual practice. If there is, if the both the partners are into the same conscious level, it is very good. But the thing is, even if both the partners are not there, because it is not the normal case, right? Both the partners will come together, even though just because they are the partners at home. So many matters nowadays, more than the similarities, there are so many dissimilarities are more between the partners, because two people are, because the reason is in olden days it so happened that there's no disagreements or dissimilarities, not much. It is not that there's no dissimilarities or disagreements. First thing is, by the time the woman forms her own opinions, she already got married. You in the science they say, right, in that only at the age of 25 the entire brain will be developed. The frontal lobe will be developed only at the age of 25. Then only all the things you'll be able to assimilate. But in olden days, 25 is a very high age for the getting married, right? So before that, when they got married, what is happening? Because when they are forming the opinions itself, you are already into the family and you accustomed to listen to what other people are saying. So there is not a much opinion. Even in the middle age, in the later ages, later things, even if you have some kind of opinion, the situations are not so well. And even if you voice out, you cannot make, because you cannot survive in the family. So again, your opinions were dumped, or you have to be silent yourself. But as we grow, nowadays everybody is actually growing up independently. Everybody, there's not men or women. So everyone is growing up independently. So they have their own strong opinion. When they have their own strong opinion, people are saying that, oh, we don't get married. Why do I need this is a scenario that you are seeing, right? Why do I need a partner? Because already I'm self-sufficient for everything. So in this case here, it is not that you skipping the marriage. It is that you need to understand. You need to understand and respect the disagreements. You need to agree to disagree. Once you agree to disagree, which means that the two people, even the same people born in the, suppose we have our own kids, right? Couple of kids, if we have two kids, both the kids are not rising in the same way. Even though the same parenting, same genes, same story. But still both the kids are rising in a different way, different needs, different kinds of the things they are growing up. In that case, how can we expect both the different environment people, different setups they grew, and they are coming together? Can we expect that their opinions will match? Definitely not. So we need to agree that they both are from the different families, different setups, so they will not be the same. Once you understand that, then you will be able to, and also not that everybody is not in a traditional way also. Nowadays, if I see the opinions of the kids, like the teens and all, it's not the traditional way nobody is thinking. Why I'm telling all these things in the relationship thing, we are going to be facing all these kinds of things when your kids are growing up. So in the relation, you need to be able to understand, take their opinion. So then only understand from what perspective that they are coming up. Okay, then only you will be able to be happy, not in a partner relationship, not in a wife and husband relationship, in any relationship. If you cannot understand, your life will be miserable. If you cannot agree to disagree, or if you cannot understand what is the next generation things, right? It takes a lot of time, because me and my daughter, we are almost like 25 years apart, 26 years apart. Because at the age of May 26, she was born. So 26 years apart means almost, in those days, it may be like 3 generations nowadays, because 66 years is the generation gather. But even if I take 3 to 4 generations difference, even mother and daughter itself. So it takes a lot of effort to understand her opinion too, for myself. So the person who born out of me itself is consuming a lot of time to understand. Imagine the partner who came from the different setup, how much time that you need to invest, how much effort you need to keep it. Is it the same? Can you expect that because you became whatever the pattern you became, the other partner also will become? No. That's a big no. That's what we have to understand. Just because you understood something, you learned something, you became conscious of some of the things, your partner may not become the same thing, same time. That partner, maybe he or she, maybe still, maybe ego may be working on, still may be unconscious of her or his emotions. It is not appropriate. The one thing that you need to understand is, in this world, no one can change the other person. As simple as that. No one can change the other person. People used to say in olden, oh, this person is not doing well, let him get married, he will change. No, it is not going to work out. Or the wife or husband will come, they will change. No, that's not going to happen. Remember that. No one can change the other person. Whatever with the ego is being working out, blaming, accusing, making them wrong, whatever the ways that you do, they will not change. Being counseling to the many people, just now before this class also, I have to push one lady, I have a class, go up, go please. So how many number of cycles you tell, they will start accusing, they'll start, oh, it's not unfair. Okay, it's not fair. It's so unfair. Yes, it is so unfair that you are feeling. But the other person is feeling that's a fair for their perspective. Then only they will do. Remember that anybody, if they are doing something, means they think that that is right. Even the thief feel that whatever he is doing is right. The murderer feel that whatever he is doing is right. That's because they will have their own reasons. Because of that, they will be doing. So when these people are doing, how can you becoming that unconscious person? Can you become the partner when he is doing unconsciously? Can you just, with your judgment, with your then consciousness, with your preachings, can you change it? Suppose, forget all other things. I am coming here, Ercot told something, and I am telling you so many things. I should not expect that all of you will change. Only when we change, because already we are seeking something inside. We are seeking something, some knowledge inside. Then the universe is giving in some form or the other. Then you will change. Because there, it is not that other person is saying, it is that you are seeking. When you are seeking, you will change, not at all the other person. Similarly, in the partners also, if you wanted to change, you will change. It's not a movie. At the end, Shubham, before Shubham card, before the end, the people will change all of a sudden. It's not the movie. In the life, nobody will change. That's a basic principle. Until and unless they change, only thing, being a meditator, only thing that you can do, sit in the meditations and all the positive thoughts. Only those thoughts can change the other person. But fighting, accusing, blaming, nothing is going to work out in any relationship. Even with your own kids. Trust me. Only with the love you can change them, but not with the hatred. They will remain unconscious. The more you are giving the anger, the more you are accusing, they remain unconscious in any relationship. Okay? If you understand this, you practice the spiritual practice. Once you understand, you will practice that spiritual practice, then automatically one day or the other person will also get into that kind of expression. That is the one. So, because the pain body, right? So observe this. The pain body, who will accuse in a relationship, wife and husband or any relationship, two people are there. One person is always accusing. Let us take. What is happening to him or her is her pain body is activating. So when her pain body or his pain body is activating, they wanted to accuse others. When others are retorting back, the pain body satisfies. When other person was sitting quiet, the pain body is not satisfied. That is where you should be very conscious. Because the understand when other person is saying the words again and means you started accusing, you are not talking at all. Do that person will calm down or will aggravate more? Will he calm down or aggravate more? Initially, they aggravate more because something that ego is not satisfying. But at the end, they'll calm down. You cannot you cannot yell at the wall for a long time. So like that, the other person should be there. At one point, they will calm down. Why this person is not at all doing it? What happened? So then at some point, you will look into yourself saying that what is happening to me? Why I am actually, because the other person is not talking anything, but still why I am actually getting anger. So which means your own body is requiring something which you are not getting from the other person. So which means it's not the wrong with the other person, it is the wrong with your own pain body. So once you become a consciousness, you will be able to understand that. If you are not able to become a consciousness, because you need some drama, you need some kind of fighting, and the other person is not giving because he or she became a conscious of her emotions. She or he thought that there is nothing wrong from my side. If he is accusing, like Buddha, right? Buddha, when he is going, somebody yelled at him and give some small coin. Okay, he returned to that coin. I am not taking this coin, neither this coin nor your yelling. And he simply, his cousin, Buddha's cousin is always there, right? He is getting anger. Why are you getting anger? I didn't take anything. I gave it back to her. Why are you getting? So that is the kind of situation that we should have. When you are not, people will say, when I am not the other people are saying, I'm getting angry. No. When you are not, why are you taking? Suppose Lavanya came and said, Madam, you didn't do that, do that. She told, I did all, let us take. I came to the session and all the things. But then still she's accusing, let us take. Suppose then if I'm sitting quiet like this, okay, finish, finish, finish. At one point she'll realize why she's not at all responding, what happened. Then she'll calm down and ask what happened. Isn't it? Because this is scenario, just you can understand, I'm just taking. So similarly, in any relationship, it will happen. If not at that moment, again, in the relationship, what will happen is that ego will not make him or her acceptance. But inside, they'll get to know. Second time, when they are reacting, they'll not do that kind of thing. Because it's a waste, right? So slowly, that converts into the love and joy when they are actually understanding the thing. So don't go into that anger, defensiveness, judgment, depression. So these are not the kind of the things that any relationship will help. So you should not criticize or blame or wrong the other person in any arguments. Just try to, I think I have given you this example. In my office, I'm a contractor, so the employer, whoever is there, he is always like, he's always trying to accuse the other person. He will say blah, 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 all the time. So I don't know, if I don't come to this, I think I would have fought with him for many a times. Whenever he's accusing whatever the nonsense, I don't even talk. Okay, talk. That will be done. I will say whatever that I wanted to say, I'll just write in the email and I'll send it in the evening, 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. I'll pick up a call. What happened? Why are you yelling in the morning? Don't you know that this is not a good for the professional setup? Then he'll start saying, oh, these people are thinking these people are studying IAS. That project is so much because this is all the nonsense that he got from her daughter's school project. Her daughter's some science fair thing. So he couldn't do that well. So what is happening is his frustration is showing somewhere in the colleagues. He may not show it the wife because she may give it back in the thing. So he's showing somewhere in the office. In the office also, if they are giving back, he cannot show, of course. So in that case, you can show even today, even I'm not in that project, I came out of it, I was laid off in that project and went, but still I'm interacting now and then, but still I have that same kind of relationship. I really don't have any problem with it. Then and now also, because I understood he is not able to manage his emotions properly. He has to leave, right? So now we also will have so many things with our partner. If we go and show that in the office, will it be good? The moment we shifted to office, entire mood will be changing for us. If not, it is very hard to survive. Okay, because that is the level of emotions that we are managing. If not, it will be very hard. See, that is what here is saying. Briefly, the pain body, you always, that beingness you should be there, not in the pain body, whatever it is being, right? Instead of being in the pain body, be there as a being, just present as a being, don't act as a being, but don't act through that emotion, don't act through that pain. So just act like you, right? In that case only, you'll be able to come out of it. So here, the takeaway from this question is, what he is saying is, do not focus on changing other people. Anytime, any situation, do not change trying to change the partner, but bring the consciousness into you. Be in the present. Stay there as a being. Second, accept the partner as he is with non-reactive and inner stillness. Keep your inner stillness. That is the powerful spiritual practice that you can do. You should be stillness at your thing. Then automatically the dynamics of the relationship will change. Completely the relationships will be changing. Pointing to someone ego. Always don't try to touch the other person ego. Okay, pointing to someone's ego, right? Then it triggers the defensiveness in them. they'll get more aggravated. So do not, when you know that other person will get triggered to something, do not go and touch that. Instead, hold a place for yourself without any judgment. Give them a space. Give them some space. Don't talk anything. Let them realize that what they are doing, right? Create a field of awareness. You be aware of it. Do not do anything. You transform yourself into the, don't give anything unconsciously. Become a conscious and do not respond to them. So when you do not respond to them, when you are consciously present within yourself, then you will not utter any unnecessary word. Okay. So remember that you cannot awaken somebody by attacking their unconsciousness. You are bad, you are that, you are this. No, you cannot change the person. Even your kids, see, even your kids. I'll start, my son is here, but still I'll tell you. If I have to say something, Kanna, you are so smart. You can do that. But why did you do this at this point? It is not that of expected with your, for your smartness you cannot do this, but you did this. Try to remember, next time you can do better. That is the positive way that you can give. Then only they'll change. If you start telling, why did you do this? Don't you know that much? Then they will fire back. Don't you all experience this with your kids? So this is the thing. Do not, remember, you cannot awaken somebody by attacking their unconsciousness. Instead, become deeply present yourself. Become deeply present yourself. That presence, right? That presence of your thing becomes a silent teacher to the other person. So become more conscious of yourself. That will teach the whatever that lesson that you have to teach will be taught by the will be learned by the other. Okay, that is what we have learned in this question. Next one. Why women are closer to enlightenment are the obstacles to enlightenment is same for men as of a woman? That's a question that's what he's discussing, right? Yes, definitely the emphasis is different. This is the if you actually understand how the men think and how women think, the even though every one of us, there is a female consciousness and male consciousness. Everybody is having, right? Masculine energy and feminine energy in every one of us, it is there. But as a woman, when we came into the woman's body, the feminine consciousness will be more active compared to the masculine consciousness. Whereas coming to the male body, the masculine consciousness is more active compared to the feminine consciousness. Do you all agree with this, right? And also, the one more thing that we need to remember is men always go with their desired dominant characteristics. Desired dominant characteristics. Whereas female always go with the emotion dominant characteristics. If you can understand this basic difference, some of the things, whenever you are dealing with, you will be able to, they were designed that way. Even men, when you are actually dealing with your women, when you understand that women are designed that way, emotion bias, don't say that you are too emotional fool. Don't say that, because women are designed that way. Don't say that you don't have emotions to the men, because men are designed that way. Once you understand this basic thing, some of the problems will automatically go, because that's how the reality, that's how the design thing. The other book I have learned, there are 12 qualities. There are 12 qualities. 6 are masculine energy dominated, 6 are feminine energy dominated. Okay. These 12 qualities, one has to master these 12 qualities. And each lifetime, any person will get only one quality. One quality only we will get, because that is the only thing that it comes as a dominant quality in that lifetime. We took that lifetime to learn that quality. Okay. Suppose if there are 12 qualities that we have to learn, once we learned all the 12, that is why the zodiac signs also 12. That's what he says. Zodiac signs also 12. So the first sign is the substance sign, and the last sign is the enlightened soul sign. Okay. But when 12, in the 12 lifetimes, we have to learn everything, right? When the 12 qualities one has to master, in 12 lifetimes, we have to learn. But we are not learning because we are forgetting why we came to this life, why we took this life at all. Why we came to this earth plane itself is we are forgetting it. If we remember, in 12 lifetimes, we have to master all the qualities and we have to balance them. Once we have balanced them, then you will become an immortal self, immortal soul. But that 12 lifetimes, we are taking hundreds and thousands, even thousands of the lifetimes. That is an ultimate goal. Here also, once you understand that the man is different and the female, the figures are, the analogy is different, the way that we think are different, right? Everything changes. The only thing is we need to understand how these things are is happening, right? Or these are definitely the woman is having a more near to the enlightenment, he says, because with the emotion, with the pain body, because woman is carrying like always. That is why there is a lot of jokes also, right? Why the woman will carry this bottu means there is a one meme I saw. That's a kind of when you are recording, right? That red light will be on if you see, right, in any other thing. Similarly, the thing is on whenever you are saying something in the family, the husband is saying all the things is right and everything will get recorded. Whenever the time comes, it comes as a bombs. She shoots. That's what is here. What he's saying is that pain body, it is always remembering. The woman body is taking a lot of pain body, always remembering, because she's storing all the things. She is able to produce all the things at the time. Because men, because I have, when in the friends also, right? If I say to one wrong thing to my friend who is a girl, then she'll remember forever in the entire life. Even if as a Prasanna, that day you told this. If I told the same thing to the any friend who is a boy, he will just in the next 1 hour he'll forget it. That is why whenever I'm angry, I call to the boys, not the girls. Talk, whatever. If you want to yell at it, done deal. Next minute, oh, I'm coming, come and pick it up. He'll say, okay, I'll come. That will not be any problem at all, because they'll not remember, oh, something has happened to this girl, okay, let her talk. That kind of the thing, right? So they'll not, this is what I'm saying is, this is how they designed. It's not wrong with the girl, it's not a wrong right with the men. This is how the bodies were designed, this is how the energy was designed, right? So woman is inherently closer to the enlightenment, because not due to its superiority or anything, because it's a natural connection of the body, is always connecting, right? So similarly, whenever it is connecting to that pain body, intuitions are also, they are able to grasp it, because they are taking everything thing and everything connection kind of thing, right? So they'll take it and they will and whenever they are and also they'll connect back to the present moment also. Whenever something is going on, they'll connect. I'll give you a small example. Last Saturday, Sunday. Last Sunday, I went to a housewarming of my nephew. So whenever I'm doing that, I'm trying to do some kind of a ritual that what my parents were taught to me, right? So I'm trying to do that. And he's saying, "Oh, Atta, why do we do that? We know, do we need to really need to do that?" I said, because that time I don't have answer why I'm doing it. Okay, I said, "Oh, you are doing all the entire home, you are decorating like a taking hours and hours. What's the wrong in doing it? You are not doing it, right? I'm doing it. Keep quiet." When I said that, he kept quiet. He didn't say anything. He kept quiet. But later, that's how the woman thinks. That's what I'm saying. If it is the man, he would have said and he would have forget it. But being a woman, oh, why did he say that? What's wrong with me? Why I have to? Because automatically my voice rises when I don't have answer. That's what I notice. That is a self-awareness, right? Whenever you are in this path, that self-awareness, why my tone was raised there? Because I don't have answer. If I had an answer, I would have explained him clearly. Okay, because I don't have answer, I raised, then I came back and see. Why? Because with our parents, they also don't know the reason. Their parents told, they followed it. Okay. And we never asked, because out of respect or whatever it is, even if some question comes, we just put it, shut it up, and let us do it. We did that way, most of us. But our kids, coming to our kids, they want everything logic. Why we are doing? If we are not able to tell, this is our fault, not their fault. But instead we say that, oh, in our generation, we listened everything, whatever parents said, but you're not listening. That's a wrong thing. We have to give why we are doing that logic. Logically, why we have to do that, whether this is applicable to now, because there are traditions and customs, whatever that they have kept it, always good. And some of them are applicable only at that point in time. Now, as the time passes, some of them may not be applicable anymore. We have to see which one is applicable, what is the reason behind it. Once you understand the reason behind it, then you will be able to follow it or not, you can decide. Whether it is applicable to now or not, we can decide it, right? So that kind of reason why I'm not able to tell, then I started researching about, for every ritual, what is the scientific. Some of I have previously also, I have that kind of me and my husband, we used to discuss like why the east facing house should be there, why not the other things, right? We all discuss like for everything the scientific reason kind of thing. Then I started researching about these rituals also, and then started a series in my social media to write this ritual, this is the reason, this is the reason, right? So that way it helps for anybody. So here, that's how the woman brain goes. Why I'm telling all these things is, the one negative thing, why we have to do that, some kind of this phase, right? That particular phase has triggered me a lot and did that. This is how the woman brain works, because it goes with the feelings. If it is a man brain, oh, whether it's up to you, whether you do it or not. The same question asked his mama, he would have told, whether up to you. That's how my mom said. If you want to do it, do it. Otherwise, forget it. That's how the man will react. It doesn't bother to them. Okay. So this is how our bodies and our brains were designed. There's nothing wrong, nothing right. Both are right. So what we need to understand is, we have to understand how they would work. Collective female pain body. Women body is all the female lifetimes, that whatever it is having, all the pain body is there due to their centuries of opposition, abuse and repression. All the things was carrying out by the woman body. This pain body, because when there you are carrying a lot of pain body, there is a heavy. Because it is heavy, you will be more awakened, more awareness. It offers an entry point into the spiritual awakening, brought into this conscious awareness. Because whenever you are in a pain, right, you will bump up. That's how you will happen, because of the lot of oppression. So the woman is having more chances to get to go into that awakening of that spiritual awakening, and can awaken fast by observing and allowing this pain without identified by it. Woman can transmute into its presence without identifying. I have to see me is different from the pain body. If I'm separating, if I'm able to separate it, right, then I'm able to identify it. And I'm able to, suppose the same example I take it, right, I could identify, because I'm in awareness state, I could identify why my voice is raised, because I don't have an answer. What is an answer? So it ended up with a fruitful thing, isn't it? There are so many people, when I wrote the post, they just messaged me, thank you for writing it, because we don't have answer when our kids has asked. You gave me with a logical reasoning you gave. It's a good. Everything is energy. In that also, what I understood is, whatever the rituals that they are doing is all the energy manipulation. If there is any negative energy is there, how to eradicate, how to do this. For that, they kept so many rituals. Because whenever you are going to the new home, right, that place is not used by the people. We don't know what and all that has done in that place, right? There may be so much negativity will be there. It is not the temple place that so much positive energy is radiating, right? There is an empty place. It could be, sometimes it could be graveyard also, who knows. So that and there are so many trees were cut. Let us take, so many trees were cut to build a home, because there is all the negativity. Because all the trees, because you say that you have emotions, trees also have a lot of emotion. You have taken away so many birds' homes. All that negative energy, you wanted to purify it. Because of that, you are doing it. Sure. Sure, I saw that, Chandana. I'll point out. Then unmanifested. So innate connection with the unmanifested. Women have that unmanifested form because not everything is getting manifested at one thing. If you are in touch with the higher self, right, with your higher self, then whatever that unmanifested you wanted to do it, they will give you the thing. So women are naturally in touch with that unmanifested thing, that formless, timeless connection of the existence. That is why they will have some kind. Somehow I feel that kind of thing. This will happen. So many people, even we tell, right? I kind of guessed it because women have that kind of connection with the unmanifested. This connection is expressed through intuition, through receptivity, through nurturing, and through stillness. All the things they will be able to do it. These traits are aligned with the feminine energy, or feminine aspect of the consciousness. All these qualities are feminine aspect of the consciousness, which is open. When it is open, so spacious, easily attended now, then men cannot do it. Yes, they can do it when that feminine energy and masculine energy can be balanced. Whatever the qualities I told, right? 6 plus 6, 6 feminine qualities and 6 masculine qualities. When you balance it in one lifetime, that's where you can become immortal. Okay, that's where you will get. You will be able to balance everything. Then what is the role? Because that female body or the male body, this body has some role in the present moment, right? Women tend to have a deeper connection to the physical body, which can be the gateway to the inner stillness. Because woman has a lot of connection to the body compared to the men. Practices, because that's why women go by heart and men go by brain. That's what people will say. Did you hear that? Men go by brain, women go by heart. Even though it's a kind of a crude, you may say, you may feel that you can see that the sex, the woman can only do when their heart permits. Men can do when their brain permits. That's why there are so many things. Only men do it, not the women. The other way. So it is always like this. So woman has a lot of connection with this physical body. Practices like feeling the inner body, embracing the silence, sensing the energy came naturally as a powerful tool when the soul is in the woman body. They can learn these things when the soul is in the woman body. The female form, particularly the womb area, because it is the creation, it has created a life, right? Womb has the powerful thing that it can create a life. So it has a deep stillness. It has a power of creation. It symbolizes the portal to the divine in the woman body. And also both men and women, what we had, they have to, in order to become enlightened, they need to let go of their identification. I am Prasanna, I am Lavanya, I am Sandeep. These things has to go away. Or I am a male, I am a female. These ego things are I am a learned person. These things has to go away. Even the negative things also. Just now, just before also I'm discussing with Lavanya, right? So whenever we are all there, there should be a feeling of sharing. Not one is teaching, one is learning. We are all here connected in this Sunday morning. You all can do lot many things. You all can go out with the family with a great breakfast or something out. But why you are all here in this Saturday evening, usually the party time in the US? So I can go to the any weekend. We'll have some kind of parties. We can go to the any parties. You are also seeing like I'm getting ready and coming and staying, right? So I can spend there. But why I'm here is it is not something great about one person. It is all we all having that collective energy that we have to share this knowledge. We have to learn this knowledge. This is how the predefined. So with all the collective energy only, we are actually learning this book. It's not like one teaching or one learning kind of thing. It is so designed. It is our opportunity to grab this knowledge and experience in the life, or put to use in the life. We already, the universe is giving us the knowledge. Suppose second time I'm teaching this book. Why it came to the second time? I'm telling you, I didn't learn something in the first time. There is something still more that I have to learn and grab it. That's why universe is demanding, go and do this. So for you, universe is giving an opportunity to learn here, for you and for me as well. So we have to learn. So this is the kind of that kind of identity I am teaching. You are learning means something kind of thing. Or because you are all learning, you know how to do that. You are not something great about the others. Your path is different. Their path is different. That's all. Because you are a meditator, I have seen in this spiritual ego in many meditators. Oh, I'm a meditator. I'm a great. Nothing great. Remember, you have taken a lot many lifetimes than others. If you cannot learn at least now, then you are wasting another life. So that is the only thing that we have to remember. Because women are already less imprisoned by thought structures which tend to dominate the energy. They may feel stillness in the presence more accessible because they are not desire, or they are not like a thought it will not be dominating. So their emotion only dominate, that they not their thought, right? So they can be in stillness and they can feel the presence. The challenge for the woman is not to get lost in emotional pain. Whenever emotion comes, there is a pain, right? Do not get lost, come out of it. Instead, witness that pain as an identity. Something is bothering me today. What is that bothering? Somebody got something. Let us take somebody came and said, like, oh, I bought a new car. You congratulated, you masked and did, but still something pain coming into your body. So some discomfort came into your body. This will happen whether you accept it or not. At some point in life, may not be now, but some point in life, when you want something, when somebody else has got it, you will have that pain. I think last class only I gave an example of my friend got a seat in masters or something, right? So definitely you'd recognize that pain, right? Observe that pain as not as a you, as a witness. In Telugu, they say everything that is happening in the life, witness as పెట్టగోడ మీద నుంచి చూసినట్టు అంటారు. అంటే పక్కింటి వాళ్ళ దానిలో స్టోరీ మనం ఇలా చూస్తాం కదా. Something is happening to the neighbors, then you will see and witness. You will not feel that pain. Similarly, whatever is happening to your life, witness as a consciousness. The story goes on in your life. Witness as a consciousness. The pain goes on. Witness as a consciousness. Then you will be able to go into that kind of thing, right? Whatever the thing. The enlightenment you can go. Empowerment through presence. The path of enlightenment involves honoring the feminine within. Both men and women. Men also having that feminine energy within you. Honor that feminine energy within you. Women can heal the collective pain body by bringing the suffering into the light of consciousness. Women, when they are crying, right? See, when something is happening, women can easily cry outright. Men cannot. That because of our old belief, right? Men should not cry. When a woman is crying and bringing that sadness up front, they are throwing the light of consciousness on that pain, and they can easily forget. If you cannot cry nowadays, in the modern days, even women are, oh, you have to be dignified, you are not crying, then what is happening? It is actually burning inside. Bring that into the upfront and throw the light of consciousness, throw what is the reason, then you can come out of it. The spiritual practice are often through surrender, through trust, and through your inner spaciousness. Then you will understand that in intellectual understanding. What is the guidance in this, out of this question? What is the guidance for women in particular and in general for everybody from this question is, observe your emotional reactivity without any judgment. You reacted some way. Observe it and notice it, what kind of the emotion that you are actually displaying. Don't judge yourself. Suppose you feel jealous of something. Do not judge that you are a bad. Try to overcome that. Every emotion is right, but just observe it and try to overcome it if it is not a right emotion. Return to the present moment through observing your breath. Whenever you are observing the breath, you can bring back your consciousness into the present moment. Allow the inner space, expand expand around the pain without any resistance. And do not try to fix others. Instead present, embrace the present moment. Don't try to fix others, just embrace the present moment. Okay, everybody has this sacred feminine energy. Both men and women has this sacred feminine energy with your raise your consciousness. Raise your consciousness. Plan it, collective awakening, it will happen. So invite everybody, invite everyone, men and women, invite your feminine energy by actively being aware, being receptive, being aware in the current moment. Then you will be understanding your thing. I thought the relationships can continue to finish today, but it doesn't. Two questions, my class is over. Time is up. I saw it, Lavanya.
I did not want to disturb you, so I kept
Yeah,
quiet.
yeah, because I saw that in a couple of minutes back, but I wanted to finish at least this question.
So beautiful, Prasanna. I think we got already the comments
Yeah,
from
can you read
from
it?
MS. Very interesting topic, Prasanna Garu, can't read it. For someone who is in between modern or conscious and traditional mindsets. I believe most of migrant parents, it's very tricky and gets complex, conflicting conversations, especially during many topics with their children. Rituals, behaviors, whether to handhold and guide or leave them for their individuality. As you touched upon, we used to listen to our parents, elders diligently, and many other topics, because traditional way of guiding could be safe way at least of setting them for future, but leaving them for their choices could be a gamble, and chance of luck is, it's a question mark.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
Yeah.
No, the traditional way of guiding could be safe way, or at least for setting them for the future. No, what I'm saying is traditional way, you know already, and what is their choices also you need to understand right now. Right now, I'll give you the challenge that I faced the last week. Yeah, my daughter turned into 24 long back, like at the age of 16. I told, I'll ask you at the age of 24 whether you like somebody or not. If not, I'll try to look for somebody. That's what I told long at the age of 16th birthday. I told her. So now the time comes, I asked her. Then she said, oh, I didn't like anyone, so you can look forward. But she gave me like a list, a list of conditions. First thing was, even though the list was big, which every parent will feel it whenever the kids was given, right? Then second thing is, I appreciate this kind of clarity that the people are having. This much clarity. 25 years back, I don't have that clarity. I don't have that much clarity when I'm getting married. So first thing, I appreciated the kind of clarity that she has it. The second thing, there are some of the things that she mentioned. It is hard for me to accept them as they are. Whenever she said some of the things, especially the prenup condition, when she mentioned, it became hard for me. But bringing my awareness into the thing, and just thought about it. What happens? Why people are asking for this condition? Why? Because so much thing, right? Because so much is going on around the world, and they don't want to go even because universe, how nicely they'll bring into the thing, right? Whenever I'm just thinking about it, I'm browsing some reels while I'm just sitting in the sofa browsing some reels. There is a couple in India who took a decision after 10 years of living together. They got married, but even after that, immediately they, instead of building the family in a very untraditional way, they went, they are traveling across India only in their jeep. They made that jeep as a home. And I also say that when they went to the restaurant, they were denied to give the food because of their appearance. When they're traveling, they won't be like in fancy clothes, right? So they said, no, we are not allowing, we don't have food for you. So instead of that, they just came out and they started cooking their own. When they stopped and they started cooking their own and all, right? She mentioned it. They also had this prenup in those days, means in those days, maybe 5-6 years back, right? When they got married, they had it. It is a very uncomfortable conversation that to have it in the first place. But instead of having a lot of juggling later, when the things were not went right away, it's better to have that uncomfortable conversation in the beginning. Maybe when my daughter told also, that could be the uncomfortable conversation that she wanted when she wanted to convey. But when she conveyed it boldly, it is being a parent, it's our responsibility to take it in the right sense. Maybe convey it in a differently to the other person, right? We have to get it done. When our kids want it, certain things, right? We have to get it done and we have to convey to the other person. But for me, it became, I found a easy way out because when you are open to it, right? I found a easy way because she is being a attorney. I said, oh, be lawyers and doctors, they should have this kind of thing. Otherwise, if something comes up, the whole financial situation will messed up. So my daughter wants this. I can tell that way. I can put the same thing in a different way, right? I can make it. But we have to understand, Andy. So traditional way, even though we are thinking, we have to understand their choices, why they are doing it. They are not doing any gamble or any chance. They were, remember that our kids are more awareness, are more conscious, more they are taking the decisions. Only thing at the teenage, right? Maybe at the 16 to 19 or 20, they will be doing all kinds of things. If your kids are that age and if you are feeling that way, it's okay. Everybody facing through that. That's okay. After that, they'll get to know that. But once they got clarity, they will be having more clarity than us. Only thing is be aware, try to respect their things. Hope I answered whoever is typed this MS. Okay. Chandana, my ID in the social media is Prasanna Medisetti. Yeah, Instagram will not allow me to write this big text. So all the text will be there in the Facebook only. So you can add, my handle is Prasanna Medisetti.
And I think I have your post. I'll forward it in our groups. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm putting that in the spiritual book club, right? Because there are some people who don't use social media. That's why I formed that group. Whatever I post in social media, I'll also post in that group.
Yeah, I'll share that with our groups. Yeah.
Sure,
I'll share it. Yeah. Thank you, Prasanna. Yeah, I think Emma, so I hope your question is answered. Any other questions, masters?
Thank you, Chandana.
Yeah, thank you, Chandana. Thank you.
Relationships, between us also it is going on. Maybe I think it is third class or fourth class.
Yes, Prasanna. Yeah, the first book was The Soul's Journey. Then one more book.
Not book. This relationship chapter itself is
Chapter. Yes, chapter. Yeah, it's going on, Prasanna. Yes.
Yeah, it's going on for some reason. Maybe we are connecting too much deeply into this chapter because every one of us are facing one way or another, right? I'm getting more examples to explain also.
We are giving the real-time examples, and so we are getting so much connected to it. Yeah.
But that's okay. We are not in a hurry to complete our, there is no race to complete it, right?
Yes, Prasanna. I don't have any, we don't have any kind of limitations on it. So yes, please feel free. And we request you, everyone are enjoying Chandana. Yes, we got feedback from Chandana. It's very well explained, nice topic. And Shastri's iPhone. Thank you, Prasanna, for a very nice session, very relevant topic and nice examples from Chandana.
Yeah, this topic is very relevant in current days because we have to have very hard, very conversations with our partners as well as with our kids. We need to know పవన్ కళ్యాణ్ ఏదో డైలాగ్ చెప్పినప్పుడు ఎక్కడ నెగ్గాలో కదా ఎక్కడ తగ్గాలో కూడా తెలియాలని. So we need to understand where we have to explain, where we have to still and understand as awareness, we have to see what is going on. So both the things we have to understand. If you are still and inner peace all the time, then the things will go wrong. Okay, whenever we need to tell, you have to tell, but impersonate. You explain that and come out. Explain, give them all the reasoning and come out of it. Let them understand. Even if kids are a partner, let them understand, let them think and let them come out. But you give all the examples. Whatever the way that I'm explaining when I'm giving, right? Even when some scenario comes with my kids, I'll give 10 examples. See this because in their life, whatever they see, right? These are the scenarios. You saw that. Now you decide. Now you decide because you are smarter than me, because you are not able to see through the things. I'm just opening the things and showing you. Now you decide and let me know. I'll give you 2 days time. After that, I'll ask. Give them that kind of time, right? Because especially nowadays, that's what I say. In as a kids, when we were kids, I think that with the time we got raised, but now we have to make an effort to parenting. Literally, we have to pay. Parenting is a science, and we have to learn it and then do it. Kids won't grow just like that. One of my friends, she told, ఇండియాలో పిల్లలు పెంచుతారు, పిల్లలు పెరిగిపోతారు, ఇక్కడ పిల్లలు పెంచాలి అని. It has a lot
That's
of
right.
meaning, right?
Yeah.
So something especially when we are abroad, right? What is happening? It's a lot of confusion. Like somebody is saying that it's a lot of confusion. We are bringing them in a different world, and we are expecting them to be there in the traditional.
Yeah.
So whose fault is this? It's ours. So it is our who has to balance. It is us who has to balance and who has to understand both the worlds, come to a common ground.
That's right.
Everything depends on I told you, right? When I go to the Vietnam, what I observed is I go to a small village or a town, everybody is working. Even the old people working, even the up to 7-8 years old to 8 years old, everybody is working. If I think of their conscience, because when you are being awareness, these are all the things you will be able to observe it. If I think, right, their war ended only 50 years back, 1975 only their war ended. So because when the war is there, that scarcity, economic stableness is not there, right? So because to get that economic stable, everybody worked to improve their lifestyle. So that is there instilled in their system. Everybody came up with that system, right? Because of that, everyone is working. That's how you will be able to understand, right? How the societal things are also coming up. Understanding mind, I think they are uploading it, Lavanya. In the meditation magic, they lost the channel. Because of that, I couldn't give you the thing. But now they've opened up another channel and they are uploading all the lessons. I'll give you one session. I'll just check and give you the one lesson. That's a beautiful book.
Okay. Sure, Prasanna. I'll share it once I get it from you. I'll
Yeah.
share it. Yeah.
Vijay Garu came.
Yeah, great topic, ma'am. Which from Vijaya ma'am and Madhvi ma'am. Thank you, Prasanna Garu. Very relevant session. Yeah. So yes, beautiful session, Prasanna Garu. So I think we will continue a few more sessions, I think, on the relationships.
I think next class we'll try to finish the relationships. Okay.
Thank you so much, Prasanna. It's as usual, so wonderful. So beautifully explained, and all our audience got connected very well. I can see that in our chat today. Yeah.
Yeah. See you all next week. Okay, thank you.
Very, very nice and Prasanna garu. Hi, Manu.
Hi, Anu garu.
Hi, Anni. Actually, ఏదైతే నేను నెక్స్ట్ అదే మొన్న ఫ్రైడే హ్యాపెండ్. సో అది ఏదైతే థింక్ చేస్తున్నానో సేమ్ ఆ టాపికే మీరు తీసుకున్నారు ఈరోజు. అందుకని నాకు చాలా రెలివెంట్గా అనిపించింది, హ్యాపీగా అనిపించింది. నేను అందులో
యూనివర్స్ విల్ గివ్ అండి. రిమెంబర్,
సో ఈజీగా నేను ఇప్పుడు మీ మాట విన్నాక సగం అయితే కనుక బయటికి వెళ్ళిపోయింది అనిపించింది.
అవునా? నైస్. అసలు అదే జరుగుతుంది అను గారు. ఏంటంటే నేను అబ్జర్వ్ చేసింది, మనం ఏదైతే ఏదైనా ప్రాబ్లం ఏదైనా థింక్ చేస్తున్నాం అనుకోండి, యూనివర్స్ డెఫినెట్లీ గివ్ అన్ ఆన్సర్ త్రూ సంథింగ్ ఆర్ ది అదర్. నాకు ఆ మెరకల్ ఏంటంటే థింకింగ్ అండ్ డెస్టినీ అని ఒక బుక్, మీరు అసలు ఆ బుక్ చూస్తేనే, ఐ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ బుక్ రెడీ, ఎక్కడో ఉంది బుక్ ట్రాక్ లో. వెరీ టఫ్ బుక్, వెరీ వెరీ టఫ్ బుక్ అనమాట. పత్రి సార్ ఆయన 6 months నా వెనకాల పడ్డారు. లిటరల్ గా మీ క్లాస్ లోనే సోల్ జర్నీలో అనుకుంటా ఒకసారి వస్తే నేనైతే కెమెరా ఆన్ చేసుకోకుండా హైడ్ అయి కూర్చున్నా. ఎందుకంటే పద్మా మేడం ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసినట్టున్నారు లావణ్యకి నన్ను. సో పద్మా మేడం, లావణ్య, బోత్ ఆఫ్ దెమ్ రిక్వెస్టెడ్ టు కమ్ టు దట్ సెషన్. సో ఫైనల్లీ ఐ లాగ్డ్ ఇన్. కానీ కెమెరా ఆన్ చేయకుండా హైడ్ అయ్యాను. ఎందుకంటే కష్టమైపోతది ఆయనతో మళ్ళీ ఫేస్ చేస్తే అని. కానీ వీళ్ళిద్దరికీ నేను తెలుసు కాబట్టి వీళ్ళు కెమెరా ఆన్ వీళ్ళు మైక్ ఆన్ చేసి మేడం మాట్లాడండి అన్నారు. ఎవరో అడిగారో తెలీదు గానీ అడిగారు. ఆయన మళ్ళీ పట్టుకొని ఏసారు నాకు. 6 మంత్స్ నా ఎనకాల పడ్డారంటే తర్వాత ఒక ఫ్రెండ్‌తో ఇట్లా అన్నా నేను. నాకసలా ఆయనేమో 32 ఇయర్స్ రాసాడు ఆ పుస్తకాన్ని. 32 ఇయర్స్ రాసిన బుక్ నేనెలా చెప్తాననుకుంటున్నారు ఈయనేమో నా వెనకాల పడుతున్నారంటే ఆ ఫ్రెండ్ ఒకటే మాట చెప్పాడు. "నువ్వు పర్ఫెక్ట్‌గా అవ్వాలని ఎక్స్‌పెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నావు. అది కాకుండా వెన్ సంబడీ ఈస్ బిలీవింగ్ యూ వై కాంట్ యూ డూ థట్? వై కాంట్ యూ గివ్ ఎ ట్రై? నిన్నెవడు పర్ఫెక్ట్ చేయమని అడిగారు? నీకు తెలిసింది చేయొచ్చు కదా!" తర్వాత ఎగ్జాక్ట్‌గా ఆ మాట అన్నారు. నెక్స్ట్ డే వచ్చి నెక్స్ట్ దానిలో మళ్ళీ ఎక్కడో పీఎస్ఎం, యూఎస్ఏలోనో ఎక్కడో ఆయనొచ్చి, "మేడం మీ బుర్రని ఈ చిన్న బుర్రతో ఆలోచిస్తున్నారు. ఎంత నాలెడ్జ్ ఉందో అంతే మీకు తెలుస్తోంది. కానీ మీ ముందు జన్మలు, తర్వాత జన్మలు అన్నీ తెలుస్తున్నాయి నాకు. హౌ మచ్ నాలెడ్జ్ యూ హావ్ అన్నది నాకు తెలుస్తోంది. మీరు మాత్రమే చెప్పగలరు. మీరు చెప్పండి" అన్నారు. సో, ఈ 2 బాగా కోయిన్సిడెన్స్ అయిపోయి, ఆ తర్వాత ఇంకొక అమ్మాయి ఎవరో అదే ఇక్కడ పీఎస్ఎం, యూఎస్ఏ నుంచి చేయాలి కాబట్టి, అందులో మన లావణ్యలాగే ఇక్కడ హోస్ట్ శిరీష అని ఉంది. ఆమొచ్చి ఎప్పుడండి అంటే ఇంకా ఇన్ని ఆలోచనల మధ్యలో ఓకే అండి. న్యూ ఇయర్‌లో స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాం. అది అక్టోబర్‌లోనో, సెప్టెంబర్‌లోనో అడిగారు. న్యూ ఇయర్‌లో స్టార్ట్ చేద్దామండి అన్నా. న్యూ ఇయర్ అంటే చాలా సేపు ఉందని పుష్ చేయడానికి. 3 మంత్స్ ఎంతసేపు అయిపోద్ది టక టక అయిపోయింది. న్యూ ఇయర్ రానే వచ్చింది. అది ఫస్ట్ 10 క్లాసెస్ అయితే లిటరల్‌గా ఫ్రైడే వస్తుందంటే నాకు భయమేసేది. ఎందుకంటే ఆ బుక్ ఒక పట్టాన అర్థమయ్యేది కాదు. కానీ ఆ తర్వాత ఎంత మిరకిల్ అంటే, ఆ రోజు చదువుతున్నాననుకోండి అర్థం కాకపోతే, ఒక రోజునైతే లిటరల్‌గా గాల్లో వచ్చింది నాకు ఆన్సర్. అంటే ఐ హర్డ్ దట్. ఇప్పటికి కూడా అపౌరుషాలు విన్నారు అంటే ఎలా విన్నారు అన్నది నాకు ఎక్స్‌పీరియన్స్ అయ్యాను ఆ రోజు నేను బేసిక్‌గా. దానికి అర్థం అవ్వట్లేదు. ఒక శ్లోక వినిపిస్తుంది నాకు. రిపీటెడ్‌గా వినిపిస్తుంది నాకు. ఏంటి ఆ శ్లోకం? భగవద్గీతలో ఒక శ్లోకం వినిపిస్తుందనమాట. ఆ ముందు రోజు ఏదో మూవీకెళ్ళాను. ఆ మూవీలో ఆ శ్లోకం ఉందా? ఏంటి ఇట్లా ఆలోచిస్తున్నాను తప్పితే ఇదెందుకు వినిపిస్తుందో ఇంకా ఎట్ వన్ పాయింట్ ఐ గాట్ ఇట్. ఎందుకు ఇది రిపీటెడ్‌గా వినిపిస్తుంది అని గూగుల్ చేసి ఆ శ్లోకం అర్థం చదివాను కంప్లీట్‌గా. దెన్ ఐ అండర్‌స్టూడ్ వాట్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్‌లీ దట్ ఐ హావ్ టు టీచ్ ఇన్ దట్. అలాంటి మిరకిల్స్ ఆ బుక్ చెప్తున్నప్పుడు ఇంకా అవ్వలేదు ఆ బుక్. 3 ½ ఇయర్స్ అయింది ఆ బుక్ ఇంకా అవ్వలేదు. ఎన్ని ఎక్స్‌పీరియన్స్‌లంటే ఐ లిటరల్లీ బిలీవ్ ఇట్. ఓకే. అప్పటినుంచి నా పర్స్పెక్టివ్ గాని, నా ఫ్రెండ్‌షిప్స్ మారినియి. నేను మూవ్ అయ్యే పీపుల్ మారారు. ఎవ్రీథింగ్ చేంజ్డ్ ఇన్ మై లైఫ్ బేసిక్‌గా. ఎందుకంటే మన లైఫ్ గోలే వేరే ఉంటుంది బేసిక్‌గా. అది ఎప్పుడైతే కనెక్ట్ అవ్వడం మొదలుపెడతామో
కాకపోతే
పర్పస్ మొదలుపెడతామో
దట్స్ ట్రూ. ఈ మధ్యలో వచ్చే ఈ డిస్టర్బెన్స్ మటుకి అప్పుడప్పుడు తగులుతూ ఉంటాయి. మన గోల్ డిఫరెంటే ఉంటుంది కానీ స్టిల్
అది అవేర్‌నెస్ అండి. మనం అవేర్‌నెస్‌లో ఉన్నప్పుడేంటంటే దాన్ని ఓవర్‌కమ్ అవ్వగలుగుతాం. నేనదే చెప్తున్నా. పవర్ ఆఫ్ నౌ నేను 2 మంత్స్ బ్రేక్ తీసుకున్నాను గదా! 2 మంత్స్ హెల్ప్ మీ టు ప్రాక్టీస్ ఎవ్రీ మొమెంట్.
ఓకే.
ఎవ్రీ మొమెంట్ మనం ఏం చెప్తున్నాము మరి నేను మీకు చెప్తున్నానంటే మామూలుగా ఇలా చూపిస్తున్నామంటే 3 ఏళ్ళు మనకే చూపిస్తాయి గదా! నేను మీకు
కాకపోతే
చెప్తున్నానంటే
నాకైతే టుడే యాక్చువల్లీ మిరకిల్ గానే అనిపించింది. ఎందుకంటే నేను చాలా స్ట్రెస్ తీసుకుంటున్నాను ఆ సిచ్యువేషన్ నుంచి బయటపడాలని. ఎలాగా అనుకుంటుంటే సేమ్ టాపిక్ చెప్పడంతోటి చాలా వరకు రిలాక్స్ అయిపోయినట్టుగా ఉంది నాకు.
గుడ్. లావణ్యకి క్లాప్స్ ఇచ్చేద్దాం. అరుణకి.
అందరికి మేడం మీకు అందరు బాగా వచ్చినందుకు.
మెయిన్‌గా హోస్ట్ అమ్మ చాలా ఉంటది.
కానీ ఇప్పుడు
అంటారు కానీ
చెప్పాక నాకు అనిపించి ఇంత చిన్న విషయానికి నేను ఎంత స్ట్రగుల్ అవుతున్నానా అనే ఫీలింగ్ వచ్చింది ఒక్కసారి.
అదే.
అలా అందులోంచి అంటే నేను ట్రై చేస్తున్నాను. అంటే అయినా కూడా అదే తిరుగుతోంది నాకు. భోంచేస్తున్నా ఆ టాపిక్కే గుర్తుకొచ్చేస్తోంది. నేను ఇంకా కొంచెం బెటర్‌గా బిహేవ్ చేసి ఉండాల్సిందా? లేకపోతే అలా ఏదో ఒకటి అని కనెక్ట్
అగైన్ అండి.
అయిపోతాను.
డోంట్ బ్లేమ్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. ఎందుకంటే ఆ టైంలో మనకది రైట్ అంతవరకే చేస్తాం. ఇప్పుడు అన్‌కాన్షియస్ బిహేవియరే అనుకోండి. అది అర్థం చేసుకున్నారు కదా ఇప్పుడు.
యాహ్!
నౌ యూ ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు అండర్‌స్టాండ్ దట్ ఈస్ అన్ అన్‌కాన్షియస్ బిహేవియర్. యూ వుడ్ హావ్ బిహేవ్డ్ బెటర్. నెక్స్ట్ టైమ్ యూ విల్ బిహేవ్ బెటర్.
యాహ్!
దట్ ఈస్ ద సిట్యుయేషన్ కేమ్ టు టీచ్ యూ దట్.
హ్మ్.
అది ఎప్పుడైతే
కరెక్ట్.
లెర్న్ చేసారో అయిపోయిందది. లెర్నింగ్ చేయడానికే వస్తాయి అన్నీ కూడా. సో యూ లెర్న్ సంథింగ్ అండ్ యూ జస్ట్ రిమూవ్ ఇట్.
హ్మ్.
అసలు ఎంత అవుతదంటే నేను 2, 3 డేస్ నుంచి ఫర్ సమ్ రీజన్ ఒక రైట్ నీలో ఒక చిన్న పెయిన్ వస్తుంది.
హ్మ్.
కాన్స్టెంట్‌గా అంటే ఒక పర్టిక్యులర్ పొజిషన్‌కెళ్తుంటే గనుక పెయిన్ వస్తుంది. లేకపోతే
యాహ్!
నుంచొని, వంగుని ఏం పని చేసినా రావట్లా.
హ్మ్.
అది నాకెలా వస్తుందంటే ఇప్పుడంటే వెన్ యూ ఆర్ అవేర్‌నెస్ ఏదో ఒక ఎమోషన్ నేను బాదర్ చేస్తుంటే అది దాని మీద పడి పెయిన్ వస్తుందేమో.
అవును.
ఈస్ దేర్ ఎనీథింగ్ దట్ ఈస్ బాదరింగ్ టు మీ? దట్స్ హౌ ఐఎమ్ లుకింగ్ ఇన్ టు మై సెల్ఫ్.
ఉమ్,
సో ఏది కూడా మనకి ఊరికనే పెయిన్ బాడీ మీద పడదండి. మనం ఏదైనా ఎమోషనల్ ఏదైనా
yes,
ఉందనుకోండి, అది
correct.
వచ్చి మన బాడీ మీద పడుతుంది.
ఉమ్, ఉమ్,
ఎప్పుడైతే మీకు ఇప్పుడు దెబ్బ తగిలితే పెయిన్ రావడం అది వేరే విషయం. నాకు అసలు ఏం
అవును,
తగలలేదు, నాకు అసలు
అవును.
గుర్తుకోలేదు. సో
ఉమ్,
ఏదో పడుతుంది అంటే ఏంటి, ఏదైనా నేను ఎమోషనల్లీ ఏదైనా అన్నెసరీ ఫీలింగ్
యా,
ఏదైనా పెట్టుకున్నానా, వాట్ షుడ్ ఐ రిమూవ్ ఫ్రమ్ మై సైడ్?
యా,
ఎప్పుడైతే అంత అవేర్నెస్ లో మనం ఉన్నామో మనం నేర్చుకుంటాం. ఇప్పుడు నేను చేసే తప్పులు కూడా నేను మేము క్లాస్ లో చెప్పగలుగుతాను. ఎందుకో తెలుసా? ఫ్రమ్ దట్ ఐ లెర్న్డ్ ఇట్.
యా.
ఎప్పుడైతే ఐ లెర్న్ ఇట్ అనుకుంటున్నామో, మనం తప్పు చేసామన్నా కానీ పెద్ద గిల్ట్ ఫీల్ అవ్వాల్సిన అవసరం లేదండి. ఎందుకంటే అన్నీ వస్తాయి, మన సిచ్యువేషన్స్ నేర్పించడానికే వస్తాయి కదా. ఏ
అంటే
మనిషి తప్పు
ఆ
చేయకుండా
సిచ్యువేషన్ లో
అవ్వడండి.
రాంగ్ వాళ్ళదైంది, నాకు ఆన్సర్ చెప్పలేకపోయానే అనే ఫీలింగ్ ఒకటి బాగా అనిపిస్తుంది అనమాట ఈ 1 డే నుంచి.
నో
చెప్పు
యు గాట్ ఇట్.
ఉండాల్సిందేమో, ఇంకా కొంచెం బెటర్ గా వాళ్ళతోటి మాట్లాడుంటే బాగుండేదేమో. నువ్వు చేసిన తప్పని చెప్పు ఉండాల్సింది, ఇలాగేదో వస్తుంది అలా.
నౌ సెండ్
దానిలో
దట్ పాజిటివ్ థింగ్, దే విల్
యా,
అండర్స్టాండ్.
అవును.
పాజిటివ్ ఎనర్జీని పంపించండి, ఆ సిచ్యువేషన్ వదిలేయండి అక్కడికి. ఓకే,
ఉమ్,
జరిగిపోయిన దాన్ని మనం ఎప్పుడు ఎవరిని మార్చలేము, ఏమి తీసుకురాలేమండి. మీరు చెప్తే అక్కడ రిలేషన్ ఇంకా ఏమన్నా స్పాయిల్ అవుద్దాం, అందుకే చెప్పలేదేమో. సెండ్ పాజిటివ్ టు మెడిటేషన్ పంపించండి
యా.
ఆ ఎనర్జీని. ఓకే,
కాకపోతే హ్యాపీ, ఐఎమ్ టుడే వెరీ హ్యాపీ.
నైస్ అండి.
థ్యాంక్స్ లావణ్య.
Yeah, thanks, Anu ma'am, for joining.
That's why I always tell host has a key role in conducting sessions more than a presenter, because host is the one who has to consistently be there, consistently following up both the people. బికాస్ మీరెవరు అందరూ రాకపోయినా నాకు ఆ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉండదు, నేను రాకపోయినా మీకు ఆ కంటెంట్ వెళ్ళదు. ఓకే, బోత్ ద పార్టీస్ ని చేయాల్సింది హోస్టేనండి అక్కడ. సో సెషన్ ఇంత బాగా అవుతుందంటే కుడోస్ టు లావణ్య, ఐ కెన్ సే.
యా, దట్స్
Thank you
ట్రూ.
for the opportunity, madam, for everyone. Yeah.
ఓకే లావణ్య, see you
Okay,
all
ma'am.
next week.
Yeah, sure. Prasanna garu. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.